Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're here at Camp Toyota, and behind me, we're looking at my future truck. This is the 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Offroad. If you're new to our channel, I sold my 17 TRD Offroad about a year and a half ago in order to get the 4th gen. So I'm super excited to be able to take this off the pavement and really experience what it's like before I buy mine and before we start modifying it and getting into the overlanding, off-roading, doing all the mods like the lift, wheels, tires, all of that. It is going to be a lot of fun. So as we start our first incline, we are roughly 1600 RPM. So honestly, it doesn't feel like it's that much of a jump compared to the hybrid. Well, 17, 18 versus like, what, 1300 RPM?
About the same.
Although, yeah.
You're above 2. We weren't hitting above 2 with the hybrid.
Are we in 4 low? We're in 4 low too. Wow, yeah. So we're climbing up to 2000 and above right now.
Honestly,
2500.
You're staying about 1,000 higher than than the hybrid.
Which even then, it's still a lower RPM than my V6.
Yeah.
Than in the V6. So we've been able to. You drove a non-hybrid on the street, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
I expected.
Yeah. Because I don't think I have. I think I've just driven the hybrid, and yeah, the RPM seems to be jumping a little bit more, doesn't it?
Got to use a little bit more of the engine.
Like, look at that, yeah. A little bit more power to get up, but still not like the V6. So I don't want to put this powertrain down by any means. But as we get through this, yeah, there's a bigger fluctuation for sure. Wow, yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's almost like it's in between the V6 and the hybrid.
It's in between, yeah. It feels like it's in between, but I would still take this over the outgoing V6.
Yeah.
Just with that power, you know, the low-end torque that you can get with it. But from my perspective, I wanted to hold out for the hybrid because I will be towing with it, and after our off-roading with the hybrid and the Pro, I mean, that's just a little bit better than this. These trucks are doing very well. This truck has been the lead car for this adventure the whole time, so we've kind of seen it from a distance, and it seems to be going through all of these trails with ease. Even with the hitch in the back, this truck seems like it's much higher than the 3rd gen. Since the hitch is welded to the frame, that was my biggest concern with this truck, because I got into some trouble with my 3rd gen, had to put on a high clearance rear bumper. I got rid of that low hanging hitch. Honestly, it's only barely scraped in the laps that we've done today. And so that's pretty impressive, I think. This truck is a little bit taller. It sits a little bit higher than the 3rd gen. So when I do 35s, when I do a lift kit, it is, we got rocks coming down at us. It is going to sit much higher. So it's giving me a little bit more peace of mind with the off-roading capabilities that this has, and a little bit less modifications that you need to do in order to do that.
And then for the interior, so materials, you're going to get this like plastic material with Tacoma. You do get some plastics, unfortunately, I would say.
Yeah, and this one has the upgraded
a little bit of soft
package,
touch,
right?
Yeah, this is the $8,000 interior package.
Yeah.
Do you have really nice seats with heated and ventilating, the full camera system. So it's not bad. Leather steering wheel, just a little bit of plastic on the door and the dash, which I would say is kind of a downfall.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do to fix that.
The Pro and the Trailhunter get really nice soft touch all up here with stitching and here.
Yeah.
And the airbag or the console here, and just a little bit different up here. So they do make a difference, which is a nice touch.
But I mean, overall, it's a nice truck. Some of those things, you know, we'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, even the camera system, I don't like that you can't really tell your depth perception, but it is extremely helpful with something in the way. So it's time for our swap for Brian to take a drive behind the wheel and see what his thoughts are. But for this brand new Tacoma TRD Offroad, I'm thoroughly impressed. That was a lot of fun. I miss off-roading. I miss my truck with the truck capabilities and just using it for its purposes. This is a heck of a lot of fun. We have amazing views here too, and just a really great opportunity to see what this truck has to offer in the stock form. It looks good too in the Blue Crush. I don't think that's the color I'm going with. I did have the Blazing Blue Pearl, which was a lot brighter, but definitely a sweet truck. We got the Trailhunter, we got the Land Cruiser, we got some TRD Pros down there, more Land Cruisers too. So Brian's up now, and you'll have a little bit more thoughts after we get a few feet on your belt here.
Yeah.
But as far as the Tacoma goes in general, I've always been a Tacoma fan. I really like the platform, taking these off-road, just doing truck things with this smaller size. It seems to be still very maneuverable in these tighter trails. Like, we have a lot of trees, we haven't had any issues, even having to fold the mirrors in, we've kept them out the whole time.
Yeah.
Which we did a lot in my truck, but I guess maybe just the different terrain there.
Right.
Oh yeah, try the shifter there. Well, we're in 4 low.
You can shift, I don't know if it's more manual or more of just a limit of the gear.
It's a little mix of both.
Yeah, I'm in 4th gear now, at least. It took a second to get in there, but we're in 4th, so it's not as high.
We are in 4 low too, so it's just gonna change it a little bit, but
it definitely does drive very different from the hybrid.
Yeah.
I think like we kind of touched on earlier, just depends on, do you need that extra EV power, and then it's a little bit smoother off-road in 4 low.
Yeah.
So this might, just not be your hardcore off-roader, which is fine, just whatever works.
Yeah.
But cool experiencing it. Now that we're in a higher gear, we're staying in a lower RPM, and the turbo boost is kind of carrying me nicely.
Yeah.
The Bilsteins do a pretty good job. Definitely not quite as nice as the Pro, but again, you pay for it, so it all makes sense.
Right, and I'll be doing a whole suspension build and all of that, of course, once I get my truck. But I don't feel like I was kind of hesitant on buying the 4th gen, but it's definitely been great to experience it before buying it, which I never got to do on the 2nd or 3rd gen, which, I mean, I was still gonna buy it anyway, but it's definitely nice to really get to feel it out, see the hybrid differences like we've gone over, and just experience this truck.
On a side note, we're averaging 2 miles per gallon off-road. I didn't look at it on the
Those are the miles per gallon right now.
So now that you've been in a turbo off-road and a hybrid Pro, what about the two of them has made you decide how you want to spec yours, what you like, dislike, anything that you still don't like about them or still do like about them?
Well, I definitely know I want to go with the hybrid.
Yeah.
I don't want to go with the Pro just because I'd be ripping a lot of expensive pieces and technology out of it to build it up, but I don't want to go with something lower than the TRD Offroad just because that's the platform that I like. With the off-road, you can get the hybrid, which is the benefit. And as far as things I don't like, we're in an off-road that is fully optioned. I don't think the interior options change between the base or the hybrid. So like this should be the interior that I get with the hybrid, which would be interesting if there were maybe some subtle changes just with the hybrid, just maybe, because it's already a more expensive truck in general. I don't think there's anything I really dislike about the truck. I mean, I think it's really nice. I don't think I'm going to have any regrets with it. I know there's been a lot of people with seeing some of the minor recalls that Toyota has had and some of the changes that they have made as we go through the very steep, this is that 30 degrees sideways. Yeah, as everything falls to my side here.
This is level, by the way.
Yeah.
This is us.
We got the gimbal somewhat level here. Yeah, look how much lower I am than you on camera.
Yeah.
That's how steep we are. There we are, we're level again. But yeah, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to dislike about this truck. Maybe some of the stuff, for an expensive truck, getting this plastic here,
I will
or
say,
whatever, which is a very minor thing, but at the end of the day, it's a quality like interior material, but
it's decent.
Yeah, it's decent, but the
say,
overall
though,
package.
When you compare it to the 3rd gen, quality-wise, it's about the same. I did a review where I compared them to.
Yeah.
They felt the same. The only difference is $15,000 more for the same. I get it. Like, yes.
I think that's the one thing that I do regret in a way. I sold my truck not really, what's the word? Like, I knew it was going to be more expensive, but I didn't like process it in my head. $15,000 more.
Yours was 35 grand. The new one's going to be nearly 60,000.
Right, and I had about 15 grand into my truck.
Right.
Which was still cheaper than a stock 4th gen. Yeah. But
a lot of external factors of vehicle pricing. Unfortunately, times have changed a lot in just a short couple years, but
that, and this is our business, getting new vehicles, showcasing them, doing the things that we need to do. So I still am sad that I got rid of my 3rd gen. I wish I could have kept it.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you see your next one being long term? Because you owned your red one for almost 10 years. You owned the blue one for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Obviously now we've been kind of buying and selling 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, we haven't done that much.
What do you think is going to happen with the new one? What are you going into it thinking?
I'm going to say at least 2 years.
So already off the bat, not 10 years.
Right, not 10 years. I'm going to say 2 years. I need it for towing. So unless I get a different SUV that can tow, if I have another vehicle that can tow, I'll get rid of it. But if I don't, I'll keep it. So like it depends on the other cars that I go with.
Right.
But yeah, unless there's truly something else I need, or I need a full-size pickup, or you know, I just want to keep the pickup, I'd say it's 2 years to indefinitely. Like there's no, well, no, that makes it sound like I'm gonna own it for 2 years and then own it forever.
Well, basically at least 2 years.
At least 2 years, and we'll go from there based on what there is to do.
Do you see, if you build this one up, possibly in 2 years selling it, getting a Pro or a Trailhunter?
No, I don't want to spend that much money on a I could get a Raptor or something, you know, like,
okay, so you,
or a TRD, or like a Tundra TRD.
So if you're
Pro.
pushing 70, you're definitely going full size or something.
I think that's worth it, like to me, because what am I gonna do with a Pro? You know, there's nothing to do to it. I'm not gonna lift it or whatever. So at the end of the day, yeah, $70,000 truck. I'm probably gonna go Tundra TRD Pro for that cost and get a bigger truck. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a 2-year truck. If at the shortest, like at least own it 2 years, build it up, have some fun, go from there, and just experience what it's like. So we'll try to do as much as we can and enjoy the truck. I want to enjoy it and not just buy it as a project truck, you know. But yeah, probably won't have it 8 years. We'll see. So while we wait for the rest of the Toyota train here, while we're out deep in the mountains here, final thoughts for the Tacoma. It's a great truck. I'm super excited to drive this around, use this as my daily, and just use it as a truck. I need a bed for the most part. I like using the bed, and just, I'm a truck guy. I miss having a truck. It's been almost 2 years now. Probably by the time I get my truck, it'll be about 2 years. So it's a fun truck. I'm excited for it, and I can't wait. Do you have anything else to add? We kind of covered everything.
Yeah, I like it. I know there's still haters on it, but I think after experiencing it more and more, I mean, they're figuring out the little minor things that have gone wrong, which has honestly been minor. I really don't care. Like, it's pretty darn nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some experience on road. Now we have experience off road. I can't say anything negative about it, aside from some of those issues that, you know, other manufacturers are going to have too.
And this plastic.
Yeah. So
aside from that, though, it drives really good.
Yeah, it's a sweet option. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my 4th gen that is coming soon, as well as our daily uploads. We'll see you all in the next video.